Do you have any pregame rituals or pre-event rituals like concerts?
Yeah, a big long spliff.
Yep.
Now it used to be Henny, but that used to catch charges. You get a little wine or something. But when I'm like out here on my off days, I drink some wine. I don't even smoke no weed for the plays and stuff. We got 100 pages.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a lot. That's a lot, especially with pages.
The
Yeah.
weed up in here and my cardiovascular. You know, I got them I got them guns up. You
Oh
feel
yeah, I
me?
know. I
And,
see. You've been working
Right.
out. I see.
you know, we
Right. I
don't,
see you in action. Right.
nah, but it's like it's straight up. We got like a 2 hour show, sometimes 2 shows a night. So we running around, and by the time we change clothes and run upstairs and go change, hit the stick, you can't be coming back for the next scene winded.
Do you have a favorite show or like concert that you've ever done?
Yeah, the play is like the hardest thing I've done as far as on the entertainment, live on stage, to be a lead, to know the lines. Like you got to realize when you do a movie, or if you do, you know, I done everything from New
That
York Undercover to Sopranos to you do one scene at a time. Like this here, you got to do 2 hours straight,
right.
and there's no room for mistakes.
Right. And you know what's so crazy is I wanted to say this, man, like because I'm a WWE fan and I didn't even know this whole fucking time when Chamberman comes to Here Comes the Money that I knew it was like I was like, it sounded like Treach. But then I was just like Treach and Benny. And I'm like, yo, what the fuck? It is Treach. How was it? How did that come about? Who reached out to y'all and be like, yo, we want to put you on a WWE theme song, which is
I mean,
still an anthem.
yeah, the chain remains was actually a song because what the chain actually stood for is a representation, the chain and lock for all the homies that locked down. Because you know, all the time we can't shout out everybody all the time that we got our homies that's incarcerated, but to let them know every time they saw a chain and a lock around my neck, it was representing all my homies that was locked down, and I was thinking about them and shouting them out. So we did a song called, if you pull up on YouTube, beautiful thing now with the internet, you could pull up all songs, but Naughty by Nature, The Chain Remains, look at the video. And the song was actually about all the homies that's locked down. So it was a representation of that. And it was just so, you know, iconic to the point of where down the line past after I was actually wearing it all the time in the 90s, different artists that was wrestling or doing anything else, they wore it too. And they used to always ask me, yo, why you feel about them wearing your chain? I'm like, they ain't wearing my chain. They wearing the chain representing what I represented. And it just must mean that I did something good that they liked it. So I love them for doing it because everybody that does the research, they're gonna find out, damn, that was Treach had put that out there. Like, you know, in hip hop, we set trends.
Yeah.
So
And
if you
y'all
could do
did definitely take trends because whenever I see that stuff, like even with wrestling, that's fucking huge. Like, especially you even have The Rock wearing fucking Naughty by Nature shirts, you know what I'm saying? And seeing Shane McMahon coming out to your music, you know what I'm saying, is always crazy. Like, I mean, Eminem, you know what I'm saying? Even though I want to always say this stuff. Do you and M got I know y'all got a song somewhere tucked in, you know what I mean? You one of his favorite rappers, or do you think y'all gonna get like a song together? Because I can see it coming.
Man, it's you putting it in the universe, and that's my light skinned twin. And
Yeah.
we just put it like this: we had conversations. So
So we can get it. We can get it. Hopefully we can get it soon because I seen him on Crook's Corner and I seen
only thing I gotta do is just say put it in the universe because he's a great dude, and that'll be one of my things on my bucket list because I'm an MC for life. So I got constant bars always coming through. So y'all just keep putting it out there. I'm pretty sure he hear you.
I know he do. I know he do because he's a.
That type of dude.
You saved his life like he saved my life. Well, both of y'all saved my life. If it wasn't for you and Pac, I wouldn't be here.
He saved my life by when he came out rhyming. When I started hearing his stuff, I was like, "Ooh wee!" I gotta step it up even more now. This my little nephew out here, he killing it. And if he ever called me for some shit, I'm gonna be so ready. It's gonna be extra ready.
Right. I'll be so amped to just hear it because that's one of my dream features that I was like, yo, it's gotta happen. Sooner or later, I was like, it's gotta happen because he's written off his bucket list, and I know you're on that bucket list. Like, for real. You saved us.
Hall of Fame.
Right. What do you think about that? What do you think about him as a fame? Yeah.
If he don't deserve it, no, nobody on there deserve it. Rap and hip hop. It ain't no white thing, ain't no black thing, it ain't no where he from. It ain't no. Right. It's like he's one of the greatest of all times, hands down, and it's undeniable. He deserve it. He worked for it. He didn't gave his whole life, spirit, soul for hip hop. He done took it to another level. To, like I said, where people say, hip hop will be another 5 years and it'll be done. He done solidified like hip hop is a music form that will never die, with greats like him coming out and taking it to another level it never went to. And they could say, what? He was a white boy, so he was one of the best ever, and disrespect him and watch he take your fucking head off lyrically. You understand? Right. You can never say he was whack. You can never say it just he just came up because Dre did his tracks, and he's one of the dopest ever, and I'll put that on that. And if you play him out, I'll come for your ass too. Dun, 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 breaking the nigga alert.
Yeah, right, because he shouted you out. He shouted you out too on that, Hall of Fame. I had to say, I was like, I knew he was gonna do it. He's part of hip hop. He ain't gonna talk about himself. He don't give a fuck about himself. He never did care about that.
Look at everybody he named on there.
Yeah, name who did he to everybody.
He's a hip hop connoisseur. So he's one of the ultimate ones that shows like no matter how big you get in the world, like you give homage to those that came before and you studied their styles and made your own styles out of, man. He's an honorable dude, and it's going to go down in history, and I'm proud of everything he does and going to support him for life.